Next, I'd like to introduce someone who's actually a dear friend, and it's Tania Carnegie, and she's the National Director of Community Leadership at KPMG. KPMG's Community Leaders strategy focuses on the firm's resources and knowledge to drive social change and sustainability. Internationally, Tania serves as a member of KPMG's G20 Global Corporate Citizenship Group. Before assuming her current role, Tania worked in the firm's financial institutions, risk advisory, the public sector advisory practices. In these roles, she provided operational effectiveness, risk management, and governance services to public and private sector organizations and helped KPMG's Global Sustainability Services strategy. Tania is currently the visiting executive at the Center for Responsible Leadership at the Queen's School of Business, and Tania is also the faculty co-director of the Social Innovation Education Program at the Center, designed to provide individuals from business, the nonprofit, and public sectors with a deeper understanding of the opportunities provided through new ways of addressing social and environmental challenges. Tania is an active volunteer at the local, national, and global levels. She is a member of the advisory committee of the Queen's School of Business, Center for Responsible Leadership, an ambassador for the International Development Organization for Free the Children, and serves as a member of the board of directors and executive committee of Habitat for Humanity. Welcome, Tania.
I think generally from a broader business community perspective, business leaders are really thinking about the social impact of their operations. How is it that we can, really make a difference in our communities? And this is something that's not only on the mind of business leaders, but it's also on the minds of their employees, of their customers, of their shareholders. So it's been really exciting to see the transformation that's been happening over the past few years, and it's something that we've been thinking a lot about as a firm as well. So I thought I would just share with you a little bit about KPMG's journey in this space. And it started a few years ago when we were really just taking a step back, thinking about our relationship with our communities. And as a large professional services firm, what was the opportunity that we had to really step things up, to really be an agent of social change, not only in the communities where we operate, but much broader than that. So we took stock of what we were doing, and we were pretty proud of the deep relationships that we had with organizations like the United Way and with Civic Action. But we thought, how is it that we can take it to the next level? So what we did was in 2009, as Mitzi said, we took community leadership and we made it a core pillar of our firm-wide business strategy. We said, look, this is a part of the way we do business. This is a part of the day-to-day at KPMG. And then to really cement that, we thought to make this really effective, let's make this part of every single person's role at the firm. And we knew that our people were telling us about all the incredible things that they were doing in their communities and how they were passionately engaged as volunteers. And we thought, imagine if we just totally formalize this as part of our firm. Imagine having 5,000 plus, not only terrific professionals, but active citizens coming to work every day. What would that be like, and what would that mean for our communities? So 3 years in, it's been incredible to see the transformation that it's had, the conversations in the hall, the shift in the culture, the attraction of talent that it's brought to the firm. And let me tell you a little bit about what that looks like more specifically from a people perspective, but then also from our firm engagement perspective and some of the things that we've learned from it. So from a people perspective, all KPMG people, as part of their goal-setting process, set a goal with respect to their personal engagement in their community, in addition to all the regular business kind of stuff that we do. So everyone sits down and thinks about, what are the things that I really care about, and how is it, that I can be part of making a difference, throughout the year. What is my relationship with my community? What does that look like? And what kind of support do I need from the firm to really help that grow? And it has been incredible to see the transformation in some of our people. Some of our people starting off thinking, oh my gosh, I have no idea, but then going on that process of discovery and not only learning about their communities, but learning a little bit more about themselves and about the skills that they possess, seeing it in a different light. It's also helped to develop the relationship among our people and build new relationships with people in the firm. It's really helped our people to see their communities in a different way, to understand what the social needs are. So when they're reading the newspaper, when they're watching the news, they're seeing a much different lens on things than they did previously. So that's been pretty exciting. And from a firm perspective, we thought, how is it that we can really be that agent of change? How is it that we can drive social change? So we decided to strike a national strategy, but that's very focused on our local communities. So we operate in 33 cities across Canada. It's about understanding what are the pressing social needs in each of those communities. And then how is it that we can partner with organizations that are doing great work and leverage our expertise to really help them to scale or help them to be as successful as they can be. And one of the key learnings that we've had through all of this is not to assume, always ask questions. And it's very easy to get very passionate about things and excited and think you know the answer, but it's really asking the people who are in the field, many of you who are here today, what's really going on? What is it that we can do from a business community perspective to do things differently, to help, break some of those cycles? But how is it that we can engage to help you be more successful? And some of the partnerships that have struck have been really transformational. I'll give you some examples. In Vancouver, we partnered with an organization called Enterprising Nonprofits that support social enterprise in Vancouver and broader British Columbia. And we worked with them to help develop a social enterprise toolkit on finance and accounting to really get at a need that a lot of social enterprises were having at really, enhancing their business acumen. And that's something where we not only help develop the content, but then we also help deliver workshops. And the feedback that we received from the social entrepreneurs in those sessions was incredible, but I think our people also were a little bit surprised at the feedback as well. When you're dealing with things like, budgeting or financial matters on a day-to-day basis, it's easy to lose sight that sometimes these things are not always commonly understood. So to help people along that process is incredibly rewarding. Another partnership that we've struck with real hopes of helping to move the needle in not only Toronto but across the country is we've become a founding partner of the Mars Center for Impact Investing, which is something that we're incredibly excited about. So based at Mars, it is a national hub that's really looking to drive social finance in Canada. And this is something as a national professional services firm, we're really looking at how is it that we can help make the understanding of impact investing and social finance more commonplace, but really help tap into the pools of talent and capital needed to drive social change across the country. So we're very excited about that. It's not just about how we help organizations to advance. There's also a great deal of learning that we've brought into our organization as well. And we've got a very local example here with KSIP and microskills. A while back, we were really thinking about, our hiring process, and we were really thinking about, one of the pressing needs that's emerged not just in Toronto but across the country, and that's, the employability of new Canadians. And we thought, how is it that we can be part of that solution? So we went and had some discussions with social capital partners, and we asked them for advice. What is it that we should do? How is it that we can think about things a little bit differently? And they were really great advisors for us, and they connected us with KSIP, and they said, look, why don't you add an extra step into your normal hiring process in your client administration roles and really think about, how we can make sure that we are, reaching all pools of talent that exist across the city. And very shortly after striking that partnership, we sourced two new talented team members as part of it. So we were really excited about that, and we're looking at how we can continue growing. So it's very much a two-way street. It's very much thinking about problems, challenges in a new way. It can be a a little bit daunting at times when you think about the enormity of some of the things we're facing. But in our experience, it's, not being afraid to, put your toe in the water and sometimes jump in with both feet, but really doing it in a thoughtful way and engaging the experts. And sometimes you're finding that expertise in places that you didn't expect. So anyways, it's been a transformative experience for us, and would welcome your questions during the Q&A. Thank you.